friend. I have been, I've moved, right? And so, been trying to really get back in the groove of doing these guided meditations and lacking a little, I don't want to say intuition, but inspiration. That's the word I was looking for. And made a post on Facebook and got some really good feedback. I'm going to hit what everybody wants to see for sure. But one from my dear friend Althea really rang a bell over some meditations that I've done in the past as part of my recovery that I believe will be really relevant right now. And so before this is the prelude to all of them, so I'll just tell you uh, in this one, and then in all the subsequential ones after this, I'll just run right into the meditation. But character defects, and this is so much more than just recovery. This is all of humanity. We all have character defects. We also all have assets, right? Assets and liabilities. And so our defects fall in the liability category, and spiritual principles fall into our assets. And so I heard a speaker once say that she said it much more eloquently than I could, but for every for every character defect, it sits on the same continuum as the spiritual principle, and this pendulum swings back and forth, right? And so let's take, for example, what we're going to do today. We have impatience, which is the character defect that we're going to work on today. And then it's not the opposite, it's just patience, right? And you can go through different levels to reach one or the other. Here, let's take lying. Lying is not the opposite of truth, it is more the truth twisted, right? It can be a bold faced lie, it can be a white lie to help you feel better. It can be fudging the truth and not telling the exact truth, or it can be like honesty. And so I will, after this one, I'll go in order of the steps and pull out 1 to 3 for every step too. So I feel like that would be really helpful. So first, today we're going to work on impatience, right? You don't have to be in recovery to have impatience. All of humans are impatient. I'll say this too. I feel like if I could boil down all defects to one, it would be fear, right? So if I'm feeling impatient, it's because I'm afraid of something. I'm afraid I'm not going to get what I want right now. And so when we release the fear to unconditional love and know that like fear is a mechanism of ego, then we're able to transition into the spiritual principle side of things better. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this meditation. Go ahead and get in a comfortable position. Preferably, if you can straighten your spine, that would be great. Um, if it's cold in your room, put a blanket on your legs like I just did. Go ahead and make sure your phone is on silent as you begin to let the body relax and give yourself permission to relax. Start to notice the breath. We'll let it just fall into its natural rhythm. As you breathe in, here, in this moment. And in this moment, there is nowhere to go, nothing to do, simply be. To be still, to be patient, to be kind. And as we look at the defect of impatience, knowing that if I am feeling impatient, I can bring my attention back to my breathing. For when I become impatient, it is usually tied to anxiety and fear. I can start to notice my impatience more, for awareness is the beginning of change. Without the awareness that I am doing something, without putting the label to it, I know not to change it. For self-reflection and self-awareness are the beginning of change. For knowing that when my impatience comes up, I can take a deep breath into the body. I can allow my mind to rest at ease. I may even say a prayer. For impatience, the prayer I like to ask is for my impatience to be removed. For if I ask for patience, I will receive more things to be patient about. Asking Source, my higher power, to remove my impatience in a scenario. Asking God to help me see things from a higher perspective. Inviting in my higher self to help me look at things with a 360-degree perspective. I am able to slow down, to be more gentle with myself, to remind myself that I have an ego. I may talk to the ego and ask it to take a break while I play a game. For the ego is very good about distracting us from the truth of the situation or scenario. It is okay to have a dialogue with your ego and ask it to take a moment while you play a game. In this way, presenting to the ego, it allows it to think that it may win. When I notice my agitation or irritation with my impatience, I ask that it be removed, that I am reminded that in this moment, in this perfect moment, that there is nowhere to go, nothing to do, that I am simply to be still. And in this stillness of my heart, I know that everything is as it should be. Everything is working out for my highest good. That in the imperfection of the world, seeing it through my perception of my experience, that the illusion is not real, that the construct of time is not real. And in this complete stillness, this complete knowingness, I am released now in this moment of my impatience. And I am reminded that everything is as it is. And everything that is as it is perfect now. No need to change the illusion to match my ideals, but in the acceptance of now that everything is perfect as it is, I am one with the sounds of nature. I am one with the rhythm of the universe. I am one with the sunshine on my face. I am one with the stillness of my heart. I am one with my body. I am one with my mind. I am one with my emotions. I am one with my spirit. And in this intersectionality of the beingness that is me, I am. I am all that I am. And all that I am is a perfect creation of Source. I am still. I am patient. I am kind. I am patient with my ego that distracts me. I am patient with the world around me that is so fast paced that the resolution to the fast pacedness is to slow down my thinking, my emotion, my mind, to the stillness of my spirit. And in this stream of life, I no longer have to fight the current. For when I go with the flow of life, I gently move along my journey. No need to turn upstream any longer, for I am in synchronicity with my journey, with my experience. And as I casually move through life, I am reminded not to sweat the small stuff. And the key in knowing that is it's all small stuff. In the journey of the human experience, my ego tells me that this is the biggest, this is the most, this is the greatest thing ever, and it's so big and it's so magnificent, and I must, and I must, and I must. But I don't have to. I can just be. And in this beingness, I know. To the core of my being, I know. In my being, I am. I am all that I am, and all that I am is patient with my experience. If things are not to my liking, then I may course correct, that I may move to a different stream of consciousness, that I may rise in vibration to match that of all that I am. Letting go now of the impatience of my experience in this now moment, I am free. I am freer to move through the stream of life with ease. I am free to move through my daily experience with tranquility. Feeling a sense of serenity wash over me now, knowing that I am perfect. And in this perfectness, tied to my patience, is the stillness. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, really releasing with a good sigh. 2 more deep breaths. Another. Smile, for you are loved.